we say good morning to those of you listening to Classic Radio, 105.5, 105.9. Those of you viewing GBN TV, well, it's Channel 7, Channel 11, Channel 20. Good morning to you all. So welcome. What about our social media platforms? Good morning. Whether you're viewing the YouTube channel, of course, our Facebook page. Good morning to you and welcome. Oh, I got some folks representing, of course, the GIDC. Can I simply say it like that? Yeah, all right. Let me say good morning to you, ladies. So we have Shivlin. I hope I'm getting your name right. And we have Janelle with us this morning. We're working on a first name basis this morning. So, folks, we're talking about the Expo 2025 coming up. So let's get the conversation rolling pertaining to that. Tell us a bit about the Expo that is coming up and the reasons why for this particular Expo this year.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. You sound nervous. Don't worry about it. So tell us about the Expo coming up. Tell us about the Expo coming up.
So the GIDC, the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, back in 2018 would have signed a memorandum of agreement with the government of Grenada to implement the entrepreneurial aspect of the enterprise business development component of the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program. So EBD and SIEP for short.
Okay.
Right, so GIDC's role was to train 500 young people, provide a test grant to 400 young people, and to also provide a business grant to at least 120 young people. What we are going to see today is the result of that intervention.
Okay.
Yes. So the young people who will be there.
So you're saying individuals who are part of the grant and the training who are part of that. No, they are not getting the opportunity to expose what they were taught and so forth.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. So that's happening tomorrow. Share some more information on that. What is happening and what will folks who may be coming out to the expo, what they're entitled to see at that expo.
Okay, so at the expo also, we'll be having the closing out ceremony.
Okay.
So the project will be coming to an end on the March 31st. And as Shivlin said, so the expo, these young people who are between the ages of 16 and 35, they are going to showcase their products and services. So we have the opportunity to see a lot of new startups on Saturday. So we have a closing ceremony where we would officially close off the project, and then we at the GIDC SIEP EDB is going to give them the opportunity to market the goods and products. So we have a wide range of products. So we have from seasonings, we have jewelry, whatever you could think about at this time, we're going to have it.
And I'm assuming they are all locally produced? Locally produced.
Locally made, yes.
Let's go back from this on. How was an individual able to be part of this particular, of course, enterprise before they got into the stage that they had now? How did that process roll through?
So firstly, we had done a lot of advertising. They had to apply to the program. The program targeted certain specific people. So for example, if you're from a household with 3 or more individuals, if you had at least primary level education, and whether you're working part-time or you're unemployed. Sometimes we had persons who were, they would actually be employed for 2 weeks, then the next 2 weeks they're not. So we took that into consideration. So they went through that process. We also did interviews with some of the young people to ensure that they were selected to participate, because we have to ensure that you could give the time to the training first in order for you to move to the next stage. So they went through that. They also had to go through the submission of a proposal for their businesses. So after they submitted the proposal, they would have received that test grant. So we had approximately 320 young people who benefited from that test grant. And after that process would have finished and they have successfully implemented the test grant, you could see fruits from it. Then they got the opportunity to benefit from the business grant. Some of them, they were able to get equipment, they were able to get raw materials to allow them to reach where they are today.
So that actually allowed them to become their own entrepreneurs?
Yes.
Their own entrepreneurs.
Yes.
How has the youngsters, or not only youngsters, but I guess did it vary in ages? or there was a specific age range in terms of?
Well, it was 16 to 35.
16 to 35.
Yes.
Now, how has the individual felt in terms of being able to achieve what they have gotten, the level that they have gotten? How did they feel? I'm assuming there has been really good feedback in terms of this.
Yes, we have received good feedback regarding the help, but we will also on the day have some people provide their testimonials during the closing ceremony, so you would hear from them and not just from myself or Janelle saying they said that it was good, but you can actually, providing that you come, and I do hope to see you there,
I will try.
You could actually get to interview some of them with the stars and really hear from them what the financing and what the project did for their businesses.
And I like the idea now, after these individuals have gone through the entire process and have developed the different products that they may have of course produced, they get the opportunity now to of course show it off to the public what they have approved. I mean, is there going to be a buying process also? I can come and purchase anything from these individuals and so forth?
It would be on sale. Everything will be on sale. And we are catering to the family. So if you're coming, we have the bouncing castle, the face painting, we have some artists, we have DJ, we have live band. So we're trying to cater for everybody.
To keep you there.
Yes.
So we want
we want you to be there. We want you to come with the family. And not just buy, we want you to go through and have a nice relaxing Saturday, so we're looking forward to seeing persons coming out and supporting the youths. We have brought them this far, and as a public, we need to support them, support locals. So we are appealing to you to come out on Saturday, tomorrow. I'll be there. Shivlin will be there. I'll be on the mic, so so we want you all to come down and support and see what the young people can do. We always, most times we see a negative, but we want to showcase the positive, and we want to encourage them. There's some really nice products, some really extraordinary jewelry, so come on down. You might have a birthday coming up, Mother's Day is just around the corner, there's bags and everything. We cater for everybody, so everybody just come on down. There's something there for everybody. So
let me tell you, I mean, opportunities like this, will it be ongoing? I mean, now that we have wrapped up this first batch, I'm assuming, is the first batch. Would we see another batch of this happening again? Would it be an ongoing process if this particular training and opportunity has been presented?
Well, regarding the SIRE program, which will be closed on Monday officially, that program, all programs have a lifespan. Projects have a lifespan. But the GIDC continues to have mini expositions where they will be engaging the young people who would have participated in the program to showcase. Not too long ago, we had a mini expo outside of the GIDC compound where some of the beneficiaries were able to show off who is making guitars, making handbands, who are making other products, bags, and so they got the opportunity to showcase. So GIDC always leverage of different opportunities and would contact the persons to come to participate.
What about the option of follow-ups? I mean, would the GIDC be doing that, especially with the folks who have, though, you said it's like a graduation process there, right? That will be taking place. Always checking them and making sure that what they continue to or improve on their products. Is there a follow-up option that continues with this process?
Yes. So the business development unit at the GIDC have a hand-holding program.
Okay, great.
So outside of the persons who took part in the in that aspect of the training, it's 16 to 35. We also have the handholding for persons who would have come to GIDC. So we don't leave our clients hanging.
You don't want them.
No.
That's it.
So you graduate and we turn our backs. No.
All right.
We stay with you and we ensure that your business remains sustainable and profitable.
Now, let me give you all the opportunity once again to encourage our listeners and viewers who may be just hearing about this to come on down tomorrow.
Okay, so
the
GIDC,
that you may just mention or may just encourage folks to come out and really see what these folks have produced. And and it's an all Grenadian feeling about it.
Yes. It's totally local. We have everything to cater to everyone's needs, from baby right up to granny, grandpa. So anything that you could think about, you can come on down Saturday, Camahan Park. And even if you just want to browse, you could bring the family. You don't have to leave nobody at home. We have a live band, we have the DJ, we have a lot of products, we have things to eat as well, because we have persons who would have entered the food industry. So we have things to cater. So there's no excuse tomorrow not to come down at Camahan Park.
A key component we left out is free.
Yes. Oh, yes. You don't have to pay.
You don't have to pay to enter.
There's an entrance fee, so you just come on down.
You just come on down, browse.
Whatever direction you're coming from.
Yes,
you come on in and, of course,
Yes.
and see the products that have been produced. And I certainly there'll be something that will entice you or you want to produce. I mean, not only produce, but purchase, I should actually say. That's the word I should say, purchase. All right.
There will be giveaways as well.
Okay.
There will be giveaways, so we're encouraging the public to come and take advantage of the giveaways.
Yes. You never know what you can win.
Yes.
Never know what you can win.
Anything you folks want to say in closing before we take a wrap? Anything?
So
any final bit you want to try out before we take a wrap?
Well, I would just want to encourage. Firstly, I want to thank all the exhibitors who will be there tomorrow. I know they are preparing for this, so I want to thank everyone. Also, I want to extend, a thank you to the GIDC for this program, because I think it really changed a lot of people's lives, and I think that was a really good program, the government of Grenada. That was a good program to implement. But I also want to say, come down. Come on down to Camahan Park. It's open, it's free. People love Camahan Park. You just have an added feature this Saturday to even make your experience even more wonderful. So I really want to encourage families to come down.
Oh, great. Anything from you, Janelle, before we wrap?
Sure, I can't leave without promoting GIDC and our services. So the Business Development Unit, to which implemented this project, we can help you with business registration. I mentioned the hand-holding. We also do business diagnostics. So if you're in business and you're not sure where you're at or what you're doing wrong, we can come in, have a look at what you're doing, and do a diagnostics and make the necessary recommendations. We also offer training. So we have customs brokerage happening at the moment. Deadline for Module 2 registration is on Monday. So if you haven't done that yet, please register. Also, GIDC is one of the biggest real estate agents in Grenada. We have space at the Frequente Industrial Park. Building 10 I have promoted Building 10 already on Facebook. So if you're looking for space, you can give us a call. And we also have space at Seamoon and the St. Patrick's Business Center. And the Investment Promotion Agency for persons who are in business and looking for incentives within the 6 transformational sectors. We are there to help. So anything business, give GIDC a call, 444-1035. Also, follow us on Facebook. That is where we post everything that is happening, whether it's training or expos or whatever it is. Give us a call and we can help.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both for being on the program this morning here on the Mid-Morning Buzz and share the information. I wish all success at the event tomorrow, and I hope the folks will come out and of course, support all of the young entrepreneurs and give them the encouragement to go further.
Yes,
thank you both once again.
But thanks for having us.
Sure, you're welcome. Hey, folks, that's what we're going to take a wrap for this edition of the Mid-Morning Buzz here on Classic Radio GBN TV. Join me again for another edition. That's where we say goodbye.